my friend. I want to go to Michael Yorio now. Michael is president of SSI Guardian. It's a school safety training firm. And Michael, I just wanted to get your quick thoughts before we get into other matters, what you make of the president announcing his support to ban these so-called buck stock devices. Now, that was not used in the shooting last week, certainly in Florida, but it was in Las Vegas. And a lot of people say it was an easy one in which Republicans and Democrats seem to agree. They were open at least to address, and it just sort of died on the vine. What do you think?
Yeah, good afternoon, Neil, and thank you for having me. I think all the legislators are looking at various options. There's no shortage of ideas of what could and should be done, and I think as we explore these options, I'm confident that as a country we will come up with the right solution. I can tell you there are existing best practices and solutions that we know help prevent and mitigate these events from happening.
Now, one of the things that's been kicked around is, well, if someone with a gun is going to come into a school, and we depend on one security guard or guard who was armed but nowhere near where the assailant came into this school last week, maybe you start arming teachers. What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's an opinion that, quite frankly, I don't share that opinion. There are many inherent risks to arming people who don't have a law enforcement, a military background, if you will. So again, that's not my decision to make, but that does come with a lot of inherent risk.
Do you get a sense that a lot of people look at what these kids are doing, 13, 14 years old, some of as young as that, all the way up to 17, 18, descending on the state capitol, many who plan to hold marches in Washington on the 24th of March, that they're sick of it, that they think their parents have failed them, their leadership has failed them, political parties have failed them, the FBI in this case dropping the ball and not passing along this intelligence data we were getting on the assailant, that's failed them, and that this time, maybe this time, and I always hasten to add, we add that a lot, could be different.
Sure. I think as a country, many of us are frustrated that with each passing incident, we keep doing the same things over and over, right, and hoping and praying for a different result. But quite candidly, I don't think that is going to change the result unless we do take the appropriate actions, starting with the basics. All
right. Thank you very much, Michael. I do appreciate it. I want to go now to Steve Harrigan.